Welcome back, everybody. It is 10 in the morning here at Mosquito. This is the basically the spot here where all the trophy crucians and gibels have been being caught. But it's during the day, so I thought we'd try something different here. Try to keep it a little bit exciting. And I probably will fish this spot with semolina at night, but during the day I thought I'd try some different things. Like we've got peas in, I'm gonna put corn in, and doing a little shorter cast here, like a 7-meter clip during the day, and finally we're gonna put some potatoes in. Where are we on ground bait? 18%. All right, first fish on peas. Looks like a chub. That's kind of interesting. And if it's like it's been in the past, we would also expect to see, by the way, the peas is on size 8 hook. Corn is on 6, which we should probably decrease that to like 12. We should put both at 12, although looks like the peas are getting a pretty good bite rate on this. That's an eyed. Wow. Okay, peas are having some a little bit unexpected results here. Let me see. What do you get at 20%? Nothing. Okay, so right now we could do milky cream attractant with pearl barley. I was just trying to figure out like what we could put together that would be like a fake carp ground bait. We'll see what this fish is, and then we'll go to the store and kind of look around. Still nothing. Maybe we should just go and let this fish keep nibbling. Whatever it is. It's actually out of place now. Moved the bait. Okay, so let's look at this. We can't use that yet, but we can use any of these. I guess I'm going to say that I think pearl barley might be a better base than semolina. I don't know. For carp, it's close. You know, I think corn, peas, but we can't use them yet. Maggots wouldn't be bad. We can't do worm yet. We just can't do much yet on the... And then do we have any of that... Wait, we can do cream? Yeah, that's the one, right? It's kind of expensive attractant, isn't it? Can't do anise oil yet. Was there something else, though, with wheat, cheese, or egg? Do we have any of that? We don't. I don't want to put cheese in there. And we don't have any wheat with us. We could get wheat. would be okay maybe. Egg I think might be interesting. But probably just using that cream attractant is enough to... is enough. Okay, let's recast this corn. Of course it's a chub, sitting there not pulling on the line at all. Let's make sure there's nothing here. Potatoes are going to be slow, but if we can get something on them, worth it. Alright, let's try to make fake carp. Do I have one pre-saved? Okay. So we'll go pearl barley, corn, and maggots. With cream? That looks weird. It's like we're just throwing stuff in there. Those flavors don't really go together. Creamy maggots? I think creamy corn is maybe okay. I think it's hard to make fake carp. Although if we had some of those ingredients from the Winding Rivulet Farmer's Market, it might be a little bit more manageable maybe. Alright, so we want to go with fake carp. Alright, we finally got something on corn. Let's see what it is. Big old roach. Let's change this hook size. I think the bite rate might be a little better if we get away from the huge hook size. We don't need that big of a hook size here. Unless we're trying to catch crucians and gibels trophies. What is this, an 8? Guess we'll go to 12 on peas as well. Whoa. My hope was with corn. I wasn't really expecting these nice chub. This is kind of cool. My hope was actually that we might even see a tench in this spot, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So we're at 40% on harvesting baits. Kind of wait until we can go to Corey, I guess, to continue harvesting baits, because we want to get a few cheese made, and then we want to make a ton of cottage cheese dough. But we're getting up to the point of having some decent silver, so we may be able to get a stronger first rod. And this one's already nice. I mean, the 7.5 is reasonable to start bottom fishing at Corey, even for burbot and stuff if they're hot. So if we get another one that's even upgraded more than that, we'll be in pretty good shape as we start a final push towards bear. So we've got fake tench ground bait on the middle rod, roach ground bait on the third rod, and then fake carp on the first rod. Just doing a variety of fishing here. It's a chub. Another bait that would be good in this spot, I can just feel it, is maggots. Zero bites on potatoes here. So, I mean, you know, you expect it to be slow, but that could also be just an indication that the common carp are not very strong in this spot right now. But as something interesting to do during the day in this spot, catching those chub on peas has been pretty interesting. Corn has been all over the place. A couple of decent roaches as well. Pearl barley would be good in this spot during the day. Maggots, peas. Those are probably the baits I would use, and then maybe use all of the same ground bait. Maybe just roach ground bait during the day, crucian gibel at night. I think that's what I would probably try to do to sort of get away from fishing from the same thing in this spot for 24 hours a day. The crucian gibels just get so small during the day on average to mix it up a little bit. And what might even be better is just find a different spot during the day. Let this spot rest a bit. Haven't tried that spot straight across there in a while, or that one. Now, Amar tried that one and said it didn't seem like it was as good now. But I'm not sure about that one. That was the one where we could catch like 200 roach a day, it felt like. What time is it? 1700? Thinking about going ahead and setting that one up for crucian gibel time. Oh gosh. I'm going to put peas back in there. I've liked peas in this spot. In general, I mean, at least right now, of course things sort of change over time. But in general, I've been so impressed with peas at Mosquito. And that's a bait you can buy from the store for next to nothing right from the start. And it just seems to be working really well. Alright, so we want to go to crucian. Oh, look at this. We need to make crucian gibel ground bait. Okay. Crucian gibel. We're going to go to size 8 hook. Semolina. And we want to go to clip of 10. Got the smaller leader on there as well. Look at peas coming through with a big roach. And then let's make some crackers. We got plenty of porridge. And we need some sunflower oil. So we need crackers and sunflower oil. Not a ton, but at least a little bit. Maybe 5 crackers and 1 thing of sunflower oil. In general, we're trying not to spend silver too aggressively right now. We should be able to do both of these. There's plenty of time. I wish we would catch a common carp. Okay. Wow. I'm very surprised that semolina doesn't already have a fish on there. Did I change yeah, I did. Three for three, that's good. That is good. Well, we've got one in there with semolina, so we'll keep an eye on when it starts getting good. So just temporarily, I'm going to switch that to pearl barley. Just kind of see what it looks like. Very disappointed with potatoes in this spot. What? Now we catch a tinge? On pearl barley? The magic of pearl barley? Look at that crucian. Guess it's about that time. I so don't want to change my potatoes, but we're gonna have to. Doesn't make sense not to. Do we have the 3.2 on there? Nope. And that's probably not necessary, but I like doing it. I like feeling those big crucians and gibels with 3.2. So interesting. All right, another failed potatoes experiment. Yeah, I'm just going to put cheap line on this one. I just need to remember to change it back. But I feel like there's no reason to have our really nice line when we're using a small feeder anyway. I mean, sorry, a small leader anyway. Like we're basically doubling up on the, oh yeah, I didn't set the, let's see what's on pearl barley now. Roach. All right, let's get back to it here. It's semolina time. Dang, Amar. 5 trophies already. It's a big one. Not quite trophy though. Holy cow. Cannot keep my friction brake that high. It's almost a real disaster there. Are trophy gibels here more common than crucians in this spot? That might be the case. I don't know. I've definitely caught both, but maybe more gibels overall. That definitely used to be the case in that nightcrawler spot back in the corner there. Get more trophy gibels than crucians over there. Even though I think in general crucians are more common than gibels, but just some spots are different. Another like 1.4 crucian. Fat ones always swim away from shore for a second. Actually, it's a really fat one, isn't it? That is a really fat one. Back-to-back trophies. this was at about midnight. Interesting. That's where you can just tell a difference. Like this Adriatica, just even with the same leader size, just works better than the cheaper reels. Even though the leader is the same restriction on strength, the 3.2 liter, you just feel it different in the way a nicer reel grinds through it. only time you really have to worry about the cost of bait in this game is if at an early level you're having to buy like large quantities of bait because of stock. But if you're getting a pack of boilies and fishing for carp at bear or amber or whatever, it is almost impossible to have the cost of the bait cut into your profit significantly at all. I mean, even with, on my main account, even at Amber, making disgustingly expensive PVA bags that have like all kinds of crushed boilies and stuff in there, profit levels are still through the roof. Now, if it's not a good spot and you're not catching good fish, then obviously just move on. But thankfully, in this fishing game, it's not very punitive in terms of bait cost compared to what you're going to make off the fish you're catching. Now, where you feel it is like when Amber Lake first came out, for people that, because that's when they happened to introduce, you know, a whole new boilie system and people wanted to get a little bit of everything. And so, yeah, like some people spent 1,000 or 2,000 silver on different baits and ground bait mixes and PVA stuff. But then they've got all that for a long time. So we're at 57 fish in 44 minutes. This spot is definitely changing a little bit, though. I mean, when I first tried this spot, however many days ago, it was like just constant bites. Now, the quality of the fish here is still pretty good. I mean, we got 2 trophies back to back. But the frequency of the bite seems like it has chilled a little bit, maybe. Sounds like a Lacerti trying to bring in a moderate sized fish. Dealing with a little bit of strain. So grease is at 0.9. That's crazy. We've already done 1.5 mech damage to our Adriatica. Yeah, it's weird. I'm trying to think what all we've caught on this thing. That's pretty cool. Watch the reflections, the blinkers. I mean, I guess, you know, we're doing some mech damage with the small leader size. We've caught some pretty nice bream on it. But we haven't really gotten super aggressive with it, I don't think. We'll just have to watch it. The Adriatica is going to have to last us for a long time, and it's worth keeping it in pretty good condition. I think we'll go to about 7 a.m. here. Fun spot. If I was going to keep fishing this spot, I would definitely switch back to roach and chub during the day, though. It's just not worth it to catch tiny gibels and crucians all day when you can catch so many good ones at night. It'd be really nice to have honey dough unlocked for when we get to bear. But that's 55%. I guess it's possible because it starts going pretty quick for a while once you get to harvest fish meat, as long as you can afford a knife. So let's see how we did here. I didn't even notice how much we made on those. It wasn't too much on the orders. Alright, so 115, let's say it was 130 after a couple of cafe orders. It's not bad. I mean, it's less than an hour of fishing, almost an hour though. We started at what, 10 something a.m. in game time. But those chub kind of helped during the day. Yeah, if we could just get dialed in maybe on a little bit bigger roach during the day to go with the chub, we might be able to turn this into a 200 silver spot over the course of one day. I don't think that's unrealistic for that spot, as long as it's not cooling off. It's the only thing that makes me a little nervous about it, but we're up to 938 silver, doing really good overall. Okay, as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. I've been playing a lot on my main account as well lately. I'm actually leveling up with a friend, or I'm not leveling up, but I'm fishing at low-level lakes on my main account. Sort of kind of helping him explore and figure out spots. So if you're in my in-game chat channel and you see me around in the evenings, that's probably what I'm doing. But I'm trying to mix in, like yesterday I went and tried a spot at Octuba in the pond that was supposed to be pretty good for buffaloes, but I found it to be way too slow. I caught a couple of nice fish, but it took way too long, so it was just not a fast enough bite rate for my preference. But some people are making some decent money at Sura, it sounds like, lately. And yeah, I'm not sure what else is going on in terms of hotspots, but I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.